We were always told that we weren't good enough. Classroom. I mean, who the heck wants to sit still in a classroom? Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucy Davis, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about taking your power back. We are in such beautiful, powerful times right now, and it is fascinating what is happening in and around us. Now, unfortunately, I can't be with you live today because I have conflicting meetings, which I didn't realize were in my diary. So I've had to quickly record this during the day of the 3rd of February. So if you didn't already know, it was my birthday yesterday, and I had the most amazing time over the weekend. I went out for dinner with my beautiful girlfriends on Friday. On Saturday, I had a beautiful day, went for a gorgeous farm lunch with a couple of girlfriends, and then went out and had the most beautiful evening in the evening. And then yesterday, I had a Sunday lunch with friends, and I was so full by the evening. I just had to have such a good rest. So, yeah, it has been the most magical birthday weekend for me. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has dropped me a message, whether it's on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Instagram, on email, whatever. I just want to say thank you. I have had thousands, and I'm not kidding about this. I've had thousands of messages, and I am slowly but surely working my way through. So please do not think that I have ignored you or I've forgotten you if you have sent me a message. I have just had so many, and it's been a really beautiful weekend of being present. So yeah, just wanted to touch on that. Now, before I go into this really powerful video all about, it's my bread and butter, what I'm going to talk to you about today. It's about taking your power back. It's about you recognizing the value that you have and actually what you are capable of doing and of being. I just want to talk to you about a couple of things that are coming up. On the 16th of February, which is in 13 days' time, I am running a very powerful online seminar called Soul School. Now, some of you may well have heard of Soul School before, and if you have, you will know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it is one of the most powerful things that I have ever done in my life. It is something that I channeled back in 2018, and I was given this beautiful plan of how to bring Soul School to the world back then. And although it's had fits and starts because of COVID and things like that, we are going all in with Soul School, and it is with the mission to bring the actual Soul Schools to the world, i.e., a brand new education system, a brand new health system, and a brand new medical system that works for everybody. And this is the mission. If you hadn't noticed, the world has split in two. It is very obvious from where I'm sitting. I started the weekly woo personal statement earlier today, and I was saying in there that this split of the world is so obvious right now, and it is going to become even more so. And one side of the world is really chasing, really asking for, this much higher vibration, this much more connected, this new way of doing things, and then there is still a massive pull from the old world, the world of the ego, the world of hurt and pain and things that we think that we've got to put up with. And there is this real push pull taking place with that right now, which is why we're confused, which is why we have not really taken our power back in the way that we are going to talk about today. The other thing I would like to share with you guys about is in March next month, I have got a very powerful seminar that I'm running in Birmingham on the 22nd. It is all around mastering your mind. So it's about really connecting to the higher purpose of why you are creating things. Now, let's be honest, we are manifesting bosses right now, and I'm talking good, bad, and ugly. So if you are somebody who is like, I thought of this really negative thought and then it came into me the next day, please know this is the way that you are mastering your mind. And this is why I have decided to bring this very powerful seminar to the first time ever to the UK. I don't normally talk like I am going to talk in this seminar. So if you have not yet booked your ticket, please head over to the description field of this video and get signed up for that. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about as well is Self Love Club. You guys know Self Love Club is my flagship product and it is a game-changing program. And we have opened up the waiting list for the entry to the class of 2025, which happens in September. And I know that seems like such a long time away now, but this program changes lives. We have had revolutionary shifts this year. We've had people who haven't even gone through the program, but their mum has, and they have, curbed drug addictions, things like that. Like it is wild what this program brings to families and people that are involved in it. So, if you are ready to go on the longest journey of your life from here to here and being able to create everything, whether that be your healing journey, whether that be the relationship that you deserve or whatever, please, please, please do head over to the description field and get signed up. The waiting list is absolutely free. The launch call is absolutely free. You do not have to pay a penny at all until you make the decision if you want to sign up for the program, which will happen in September. However, between now and then, you can keep in touch with us and you can, stay in the loop with what is going to be coming for the Self Love Club class of 2025. Like I say, we have had some absolute revolutionary shifts this year. I'm very proud of everybody that has been through. So, do you want to be involved with us next year? If you do, head over and let's get signed up for that. So, without any further ado, let's talk about you, my friends, taking back your power. So many of us have never realized in our lifetime that we were born into a system. We were born into a system whereby our parents were broken, where our parents were doing the best that they can. And let's be honest, ladies and gents, because of the times that we're living in right now, none of our parents, and I mean none of our parents, did a good enough job. Our parents may have loved us, they may have looked after us, they may have provided for us, but we're all very aware now that we have these limitations or these limiting beliefs, or we have programs or patterns or things that go on with us where we sabotage ourselves or we put ourselves down or we, close off our hearts because we don't know how to be vulnerable and things like that. And this, my friends, is what we incarnated to do. We incarnated to experience these things so that we could shift the dynamics of the world. However, I'm going to be honest with you, when you're in the midst of it, it sucks, right? Let me know below if you agree with this. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I look at some of the things that I've been through and it sucks, it sucks. However, it doesn't shape me anymore. It's not going to stop me from being my best version anymore. Actually, I have called my power back and I am uprising. So not only have we had parents that were winging it, like we're all winging it too, let's be honest about it, we were also born into systems whereby we were told we were not good enough. We were told that we're not clever enough. We're told that we're not pretty enough. We're told that our family came from the wrong area, or maybe we didn't look the part, or maybe we were a little bit overweight, or maybe we were a little bit skinny. Maybe we had spots. We were always told that we weren't good enough. So, of course, we had to fight for our existence. We had to fight to survive. And then on top of that, we've been born into a system whereby we have doom and gloom around us constantly. We have war, we have terrorism, we have murders, we have rapes, we have abuse, we have all of these things. And again, it is, we need to protect ourselves. We need to keep ourselves safe. Like we're never going to be okay. We're never going to be good enough. Everything is traumatic. And the more doom and gloom that we have pushed on us, the more we step into and we lean into the fact that we're in a fight or flight response mode. We're in an emotional trauma cycle. So when we, as the most powerful antennas in the world, on the planet, whatever you want to say, when we have our power muted, how can we create in the way that we know we are capable of creating? I'm going to give you an example. I know I am a bloody powerful manifester. If I want something, even if it means it's a completely, an emotionally inept whatever, Like I can bring that into my life. If I would like something, if I want to be with somebody, I can manifest them into my life. If I would like to create a certain number of people in a room or whatever, I can bring that into my life. And I'm talking good, bad, and ugly. So let's say, for example, I am scared of, or I have a fear of personal public speaking, which is obviously not true because you all know that I do that for a living. However, let's say I have a fear of public speaking and I know that I've got to speak at this event and I'm like, oh my God, please don't let there be more than 10 people. Please don't let there be more than 10 people. Of course, there's going to be more than 10 people because I am literally creating that momentum for there to be more than 10 people. And you can do this from a good, a bad, or an ugly perspective. And this is what most people don't recognize. We have sacrificed the amount of power that we have in our body to literally create anything because of fear, because of what if I get hurt? What if somebody doesn't believe me? What if I'm not good enough? What if I'm not pretty enough? What if I'm not thin enough? What if this person doesn't love me? And we literally sabotage it all for a story that we are playing premised off of our loops and the things that we have gone through in our lifetime, the stories that we play over and over. Then on top of that, we've got the manipulation of technology. Then on top of that, we've got the manipulation of the food chain and the water chain and, all the other things that take place, the EMFs, the radiation. We literally are living in a cycle of things that are there to hurt us, there to hold us back, there to suppress who we really are. And I'm going to say it. I know this really pisses people off every time I say it, but every single person out there with ADHD, with autism, with Asperger's, things like that, there is absolute, I'm going to talk about all the like the neurodivergent kind of labels. There is no one out there with any of these labels who are not good enough. Actually, it's quite the contrary. People that have had these labels slapped on them, it's normally because they do not belong in this world that we're living in. Some people might say it's the star seeds and light workers. I'm not going to be quite that blunt about it, but I just think these are the gifted people. I'm sure if I was tested, I would have ADHD. My sister says it, my older sister says it to me all the time. She's like, oh my God, have you seen yourself? But labels don't resonate with me. Like, I know I am gifted. And that's not from a space of arrogance. I know I was sent down here on a mission. I know I have a power within me, a force that comes through me that I don't know where it comes from, but it comes from. I have wisdom that I have got no clue where it comes from, but I know it's to be 100% true. And I believe that every single person out there that has had one of these labels slapped on them, this is who they are. They are gifts sent from above. And I'm not saying that everybody isn't. I'm just saying that these people, the reason they are held back, the reason that they have these labels are because we are the dangerous ones. We are the ones that remember that there is a better way. We are the ones that remember that actually there is an alternative and actually we are far more powerful than what we have been given credit for. And this is why I trigger people when it comes to labels, because I truly believe if we talk life into everybody and we go, you're accepted. You are accepted for not being able to pay attention. You are accepted for not wanting to sit still in a classroom. I mean, who the heck wants to sit still in a classroom? I never did as a child. This is what I mean. I would have absolutely had the ADHD label slapped all over me if I was in a school now. I didn't want to sit still. I didn't want to behave myself. I wanted to be outdoors. I wanted to be running around barefoot. I wanted to be doing sports and enjoying myself and doing the things that I love. Does that mean I can't pay attention? No, it means I am authentic and I want to do what is true to my soul, which was exercise, which was laughing, which was running, which was just being at peace and being out with nature and being with animals. Does that mean that I'm a bad person? No. It just means that I don't suffer fools. I want to do what feels right for me. I want to be connected to my passions and my purpose, and thank goodness that I get to do that now. But that doesn't mean it takes away from all of the noise and all of the nonsense that we have to deal with on a day to day basis, whereby we hand our power over because I don't believe anybody can take it from us. We hand it over because we surrender to the fact that we're not good enough. Nobody wants to listen to us. We're not pretty enough. We're not thin enough. We aren't intelligent enough. We're not good enough to be with this person. All of these things, all of these stories that play out. And just going back to the beginning, all of these stories play out from the trauma that we have been through in our lives, the stories that we play that have kept us safe, that have kept us comfortable during this phase of our lives. So, how do we take our power back? First and foremost, the most powerful thing that you can do to switch off that noise is turn off your TV. Burn the bloody newspapers and get rid of all of that noise that says to you, once you're over a certain age, you can't do this. Once you're over a certain age, you can't do that, or you need this cream, or you need to look this particular way. Like, get rid of all that noise, whether that's the TV, the radio, the magazines, newspapers, whatever, just get rid. Number two, be very particular with who you are following on social media. I cannot say it enough to you that there are many people out there who you think are the good guys that are actually manipulating you into doing things that they will benefit from. Now, this could be in some sort of movement, this could be in some sort of like product being sold or something like that. Like, you are the most phenomenal thing on this planet, which is why all technology is premised off of you. Think about it. Computers, laptops, they are premised off of the human brain. Your phone basically works like you work. AI is all about the information that it's got from multiple people and the input that they've got. It just happens very, very quickly. They are taking away our power so that this is where the power is. We are what has designed that. We are what is that has been programmed on 100%. So this is about us taking our power back. If we can detach from as much technology, as much social media, as much of our phone as possible, we can actually start to really rise up and take our power back. Now, how do I know this? In December, I was on my phone less than 3 hours a day. Now, for somebody who runs a business on their phone, like that's very minimal. In the month of November, I was probably on my phone 8 or 9 hours a day, like a lot of time during the day because I'm a business owner at the end of the day. I do a lot on social media. I do a lot of stuff like that. However, in December, like I say, I got it down to less than 3 hours. And in December, I had more clarity than I've ever had in my life. I made some fantastic decisions in December. I did some amazing things. I created some really, really good momentum that is obviously now paying out. And I am excited for the fact that I now know that I can do as minimum as possible by utilizing, my inner dial and actually taking my power back. I don't know what number we got up to, by the way, but the next step would be to focus on you. Focus on you. What is it that you do not love about yourself? What is it that you do love about yourself? How can you boost your own self-worth? How can you boost your own self-confidence? What do you need to implement self-love in your life? Now, self-love, self-care, self-worth is different to all sorts of different people. Some people like to be a little bit arrogant and a little bit bravado because they want validation from other people. This is not true self-love or self-worth. This is still handing the power over to somebody else to give it to you. What do you need to do to take this back for yourself? How can you do it? Self-development. What are you doing for you on a day-to-day basis? How are you taking your power back? What are you watching? What are you reading? How much self-development are you doing every day? Are you focusing on anything? Do you have a coach? Do you have a mentor? I have two amazing coaches in my life at the moment for different things, but I have two coaches in my life. And I'm as soon as like I've got a little bit of a snivel at the moment, like a really, really tiny one. It only started yesterday. But as soon as this is gone in the next couple of days, I'm going back to my personal trainer as well. It's very important for me to invest in me to be my best version. I cannot do this on my own. I'm not ignorant enough to think that I can do it on my own. I need support. Like, I'm good at a lot of things, but I still need accountability buddies. And more often than not, they don't show up as the best partners or things like that because that creates a bit of animosity or whatever. So I get people in my life who can hold me accountable, who I'm not going to say, "Oh, pee off. Why are you giving me a hard time?" These people, I pay them to be my accountability buddy. When you take your power back, nobody can manipulate you. When you take your power back, you can rise up and really get connected to who you are and the potentiality for your life. If you stop and think about it, in 2014, I burnt out significantly. Really, really significantly to the point that I had to take time off work. I went away for 14 months and I established who I was. I took back my essence of who I was, not the person who I'd been pretending to be and the person that had been wearing the mask, like the true essence, the true loving Lucy Davis, the true person that really sat with herself and was like, oh my goodness gracious me, like I feel on such a deep level. And it was only off the back of that and establishing love for self that I have gone on to create the most beautiful life that I now lead. Now, a lot of people think, oh, yeah, you just got lucky. No, my awakening journey, my gifts came online because I learned to love myself. My business grew because I learned to love myself. My confidence grew speaking on stages and things like that because I learned to love myself. I realized all the years of sabotaging and nobody wants to hear what I've got to say was a load of bullshit. But this is why I now bring in partners, or I have brought in partners in the past, that basically say, nobody wants to hear what you've got to say, because there's that pattern from back there that used to question this and used to doubt this. So, of course, the validation needs to be there so it can be healed. And it's the same with the government. It's the same with, the medical system. It's the same with the education system. You are not good enough. You didn't give us the exact words that we needed to mark your test correct. We aren't getting what we need from you exactly, so you're not good enough. You don't fit the bill of what we want for the future, so you're not good enough. And this is why, my friends, it is very important that we wake up and we smell the coffee and we actually get the recognition and the realization that it all starts at home. You do not need to be arrogant and think that you're better than other people. All you need to do is go, you know what? I am valuable. My message isn't for everybody, and I'm okay with that, but I am valuable. I am worthy of being seen. I am worthy of being heard. I am worthy of a loving relationship. I am worthy of a business that helps me help other people all around the world. I am worthy of speaking on that stage. I am worthy of, being flown to Dubai to speak at a 2-day festival. Like, I am worthy for all of these things. You are the most powerful manifester in this universe. And if you do not believe that you are good enough, you will bring in every example to prove to you that you are not good enough. And it doesn't mean, like I say, a lot of people get confused with confidence and arrogance. Like, you can be very, very confident without arrogance. You can be very certain that you are going to achieve a certain thing without being a bit cocksure. It's very important that we recognize what is taking place here. And we have handed over, I just want to move that way a little bit. We have handed over our power so significantly over the years that now it is time for us to take it back. We can heal anything. I have so many people that reach out to me on a day-to-day basis because they're like, Lucy, how did you heal? Lucy, how do you heal all these other people? And in reality, I give everyone the same answer. I don't heal anybody. People come along to me and I create a level of faith in them that they can heal anything in themselves. And if they're ready for it, we have miracles. It can just disappear, it can just go. There are miracles to be had. Absolute miracles. It's just, do you believe that you are the biggest of all miracles? My friends, you are the most powerful beacon of light. You literally are the antenna that brings in anything to you, the good, the bad, the ugly. Think about the time when you were driving along or something and you were like, oh God, I don't know why, I feel like I'm going to get a flat tire. And then whoop, there you go, you get the flat tire. You know, some people would say that's intuition, or maybe you're just a very powerful manifester, because I see it as manifestation. I see it as you have literally created that for your existence. Is it time for you to take your power back? Is it time for you to create whatever it is that you choose for your life? Because as far as I'm concerned, my friends, I'm taking my power back. I'm going to be happy. I am going to be certain. I am going to be financially abundant. I am going to bring Soul School to the world. I am going to enjoy every element of life. I am going to know that I can create anything I set my mind to. Are you going to do the same? Are you ready to create for the future, for your children's future? Are you ready to create for the world? Ladies and gents, I know it's a super short video today. However, I'm really up against it time-wise. So I hope that this has been helpful. Please do let me know in the comments if this has been helpful. Please do share this with anybody you think that might need a little bit of a pep talk today, and that this is the one for them. And I will be back with you guys super soon. I am going to change the time of Lucy Davis live, because that sun is glorious, absolutely glorious. I am going to change the time of Lucy Davis live because I just want more people to be around for us to do it. So keep an eye on that. I'll pop it in the community page and I'll be back with you guys super soon. All right. Lots of love, guys. You take care, and don't forget to check out the description field of this video. If you liked it, thumbs up. Please do remember to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and share. Please comment and I'll come back to you guys later. Love you lots. Ciao, ciao for now.